What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? In this game, we have TheRapl in orange as the Byzantine spawning in the west. And in the east, we have VerteX in blue as the Malians. As said before, and I'll say it again, I try to cast every Malian game that we see. And surprisingly enough, there have been a lot of Malian games recently. I'm not entirely sure why the huge uptick in Malian games, but I'm excited. I love them. Malians were one of my mains for a really long time. Like, as soon as the pup came out and we were able to test the Ottoman and the Malians, I instantly fell in love with how the Malian playstyle was. It was just so fun. Just to jump into the game, we have 2 forges up right now for our Byzantine player. So he's going to be going, I think this is going to be 2-3 split, 2 on gold, 3 on stone, in order to get a little bit faster cisterns up. And then from there, he'll get his second cistern into an age up. And most likely he's gonna go into a grand winery. If I remember correctly, this is a build that I've seen a few times now. This first cistern covers the TC berries wood. That's a pretty good cistern. The second cistern is amazing as well. It gets a wood line, gold, and stone. And now the aqueducts are coming into play. This guy should be... Oh, he's getting queued back up into the stone. Okay. Okay. So, in that case, I think this is going to be a 3 cistern age up, which I personally do not like. I've said it so many times in so many Byzantine games. I do not like the 3 cistern age up. Unless it's into a grand winery, 2, maybe 3 TC play, then I'm 100% for it. But if he's going for a 3 cistern into an Imperial Hippodrome, I don't like it. I feel like your harassment is just way too late. You should be attacking your end, or your age up should be coming through around 4 minutes. Your first horseman should be out by what, 4:15, 4:18, and on their side of the map by 4:20, or let's call it 4:30, right? And at least pushing them off of gold, stone, wood, pushing them off of anything, not necessarily getting any kills, but pushing them off. We do see the rally coming through onto the gold now. Third cistern coming down at the front of the base. He's going to be getting 2 berry bushes and a stone with that as well. Was there anything else he could potentially do? Put it back here, get the wood and the gold. That'll probably work. This is most likely where the 4th cistern is going to be. And the grand winery. Okay, so with this, I do like it. And this is exactly what I was saying. A 3 cistern into grand winery age up. Yes, I absolutely love that play. Because now when he drops his mercenary house, he's going to be able to get those out a lot faster. He's going to have a lot more wine. Olive oil. Sorry, not wine. The grand winery doesn't make the olives into wine yet, or anything of the sort. Aqueducts coming down. Going to be a level 3. And as I said, I absolutely love this play. This makes a lot more sense than going for a 3 cistern age up Imperial Hippodrome. Like, just look at this for instance, right? If this was an Imperial Hippodrome with the 3 cisterns, it's 4:30, it's still not up. It's not going to be up until about 5 minutes, right? That means your first horseman isn't going to be out until about 5:18. And then it's not going to be on their side of the map until 5:45. That's a long freaking time, dude. That's a long time. Your opponent has had 1.5 minutes to prepare for the Imperial Hippodrome. That's If they wanted to just continuously produce spears, they'd have what, spears are 20 seconds, right? So minute and a half, they'd have 6 spears out, the 7th spear coming through with potentially hardened and crap. No, oh, it's just hardened. Yeah, because it's in the feudal age with hardened out. Hell, that's even enough time to get like +1. So +1 melee attack. I've never liked it. I've never liked the 3 cistern. Anyways, enough of that. 4th cistern coming down for our Byzantine player, 23 villagers to 22. VerteX is doing a pretty much standard play. He's getting his cattle ranches up. He's gonna be going for the Great Cow landmark. Just to throw this out there as well, this is VerteX, not VorTeX. They are 2 different players. I actually had to look that up just to be on the safe side. Oh, I forgot to switch. Okay. Very, very passive play from both players right now. First Horseman is out on the field for the Repel. Let's see, level 4 puts it down to 13 seconds, which means 3 is 15 seconds. 15 or 16 seconds. Yeah, so my timings were pretty much right for the most part. We still have a lot of, or not a lot, we still have a couple villagers on stone. TheRapl is currently sitting at 300, a lot on wood, so he might be going for that second TC play fairly soon. Mercenary house coming down as well. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that to see which contract he goes for. Horticulture coming through for VerteX in order to get more food from his cattle ranches. It does increase your food per minute from those as of what, 2 patches ago. I think it was the beginning of season 5, I want to say, or the end of, or in the middle of season 4, when that patch was introduced. Harden coming through as well for the Donzos. 5th cistern coming down. It's going to be covering stone. Okay, I thought it was going to be covering both stone. I'm thinking the radius is a lot bigger than what it was. Stone and deer. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, for TheRapl, we have 3 archers and 3 horsemen pushing, or well, only 1 archer at the moment, pushing forward into the Malian base. TheRapl was almost able to get a single house with his, is this just, yeah, it's just a normal scout that's being so annoying for TheRapl. There are sorry, I was hearing like knocking. I wasn't sure where it's coming from. I think it's coming from outside. Where was I? Oh yeah. So TheRapl is pushing through with a little bit of a little force. He is sitting only on 10 military right now though, so this is basically the entirety of his army. 6 archers, 3 horsemen, and a scout. Getting 1 house kill so far. Second one's going to be going down. Most likely TheRapl's going to be able to clear all of this up if he just stays here, since VerteX currently only has 4 Donzo. He will be able to go in, do a little bit of poke damage with the Donzo throws, but that's basically going to be it. And whenever VerteX pokes forward, TheRapl will be able to poke forward as well with his archers doing some damage onto those. And we do see the wall coming through. First villager is going to go down in favor of our Byzantine player. And as you can see, whenever TheRapl does get a, or whenever the Byzantine do get, oh, is another villager going to go down? There's a lot of villagers right here out in the open, able to, oh no, second villager goes down. Whenever Byzantine do get a kill with one of their horsemen, after they get the upgrade, I can't remember the name of it, they get 20 gold for free. So it's a little bit of a supplementary income, I guess you could say, as long as you're staying active on the enemy side of the map. If your enemy is being aggressive, you're not really going to get much out of it. Already 4 houses are going down. 5th one, oh yeah, no, it was just 4. I miscounted. I thought I saw 4 scorch marks, and 1 burning building. Is some fancy aqueducts we got going on here, level 5 all the way through. TheRapl is currently sitting on 600 sorry, I thought that was a double mercenary there for a moment. So he did end up going for the Western contract, mercenary contract. Longbows are out now for our Byzantine player, currently ahead in villagers as well, 37 to 34. Military also going in the favor of our Byzantine player, 24 to 13. 11 archers, 6 horsemen, 5 longbows, and a Lamentini for our Byzantine player. Over with VerteX, who's sitting on 13 military supply, 15 now, 8 Donzo, 6 javelin throwers, and a scout. These javelin throwers are going to be able to put in a lot of work, and I believe he needs 1 more in order to one-shot the archers and the longbow. They have the same health. Yeah. Let's double check that math really quick. They're going to be doing 12 a shot. So 6. Oh no, yeah. So 6 is the correct number. He is sitting on 7 now, but that military supply, our Byzantine player has double the military of our Malian player. He's going to attempt to get some picks. Unable to finish that archer off. The +1 range, so he does need his full 7 in order to attack. And these javelin throwers are out in the open. The Donzo are not protecting their friends. 1 javelin goes down, unable to get the 2nd and the 3rd, but some nice archer picks right there. And now these Donzo are just getting, well, thankfully for our Malian player, only 1 Donzo went down, but that could have been an easy massacre right there if our Byzantine player stutter step just a little bit better. 34 military to 15. Those archers were going straight under the TC though. 2 of them go down for free, a 3rd one potentially going down as well. What a long shot from the TC, clearly out of range. Yeah, he died over here. The TC is right here. And now the Grand Fulani Corral gets placed for our Malian player. He will be going up into castle. There seems to be no prospect for our Byzantine player, TheRapl, going into castle anytime soon, considering he's focusing so heavily onto his military. And now full houses are coming down yet again on the 2nd pit mine. Another set of walls coming through as well on the southwestern side of our Malian player's base in order to be able to secure that pit mine. And now TheRapl decides to go in. He's gonna try to pick off the first cattle ranch. He's gonna be unable to. That's a lot of damage. 2 horsemen got brought down to below half health, and TheRapl has to decide if he's just gonna go in, pounce, and go for the kill, or if he's gonna try to go into castle himself. He is sitting on a way bigger supply count in general. He's up 4 villagers and he's up 18 army at the moment. A huge chunk of that, well, a huge chunk of that was or is still in ranged units though. 14 archers, 15 longbows, 14 horsemen. A little bit of a run around over here on the eastern southeastern side of our Malian player's base with a decent chunk of horsemen in order to attempt to get some more villager kills. He is going to get a single javelin thrower right now. Is he going to be able to get any more? He was at 2 before this happened. 2 villager kills, doesn't get anything, loses 2 horsemen though in the process without getting a single villager kill. He does get a javelin thrower though in the process. And that's it. That was really good defense from VerteX. His villagers still alive, which is the most important thing. He only lost a single javelin thrower throughout that entire process. We have +1 ranged and melee armor for Byzantine, +1 ranged attack and melee attack for our Byzantine as well. Over with our Malians, he's sitting at +1 ranged armor, +1 ranged attack, and that's it. he has no melee upgrades quite yet. A little bit of a move forward. He feels secure to leave his base. Oh, mild engagement goes off in the middle. These longbows are going to be able to decimate the Donzos though. We need to see a higher and higher sofa count in order to be able to sustain in these fights, because the ranged units are just going to completely destroy the the Donzos. 50 supply for RAPL, 33 or 52 military supply for RAPL, 34 for VerteX. Oh, what? VerteX is being so indecisive with what he's doing with those sofa. He just donated one essentially. Right now there's a single lemon tie inside that army, and now a wraparound with the horsemen onto the javelin throwers. A little bit of stutter step micro going off for our Malian player. Outpost gets constructed in the back, and he's going to be able to destroy the entire front line of those of our Byzantine player. Every single horseman is down. There's only a handful of Lamentinide left up and running, and a ton of javelin throwers are still just laying waste to the ranged units, and our Byzantine player is forced to back off. VerteX needs to take this time to get more and more sofas. That's what his front line is going to consist of. That's what he needs in his army right now. He can't really go for very many Donzo because the amount of ranged units, archers and longbows that RAPL has are going to completely destroy them before the engagement even happens. RAPL is sitting on 14 archers, 13 longbows, 10 Lamentinite, and 3 horsemen, with a total of 40 military supply. With our Malian player VerteX, he has 22 javelin throwers, 4 sofa, 5 Donzos, 2 archers, and 2 Amon, which really just not necessarily combat units, for a total of 38 military supply. And yet again, another little charge off goes off onto the javelin throwers, and now they are getting pushed back. They have been completely separated from the rest of their army. He will be able to stutter step quite a bit in order to pick off whatever he can in the process, but that line formation, okay, good split, half go north, half go south of the wood line. He needs to micro, he needs to stutter step these. He'd be able to pick that horseman off up here on the north. A lot of damage is going on to those javelin throwers. A few of them have been going down slowly but surely. The Lamentinite are pushing forward as well, pick off the sofa, but all 4 of the horsemen that were chasing the northernmost javelin throwers got picked off. These horsemen are just getting annihilated. The issue is our Malian player has lost a huge amount of javelin throwers during that entire process, and another little run by coming through from our Malian attempting to push RAPL off of the food for as long as he can, and he is inside of our Byzantine players base as well, on top of the farm. There has been a total of 11 kills, villager kills, going in favor. What is going on over here? Our Malian player is just donating so many units. He had such a good military lead. He had a good amount of javelin throwers, and now he just gave away 6, 7 of them right there. 8th one potentially going down as well. I think VerteX has overextended himself, because he's doing so many different things at the same time, harassing in so many different locations. If you can notice on the mini map, there's triggers going off well, okay, this javelin thrower, yeah, that's gonna take you a while to kill that, but there's just sofa everywhere. They were inside the wood line, they were inside the deer herd right here next to the deer herd. They were attacking up here as well. They were just all over the place, and now the horsemen do scout out the pit mine in the northern part of the map, and another fight breaks out right here, right in front of our Malian player's base, but it is going to get cleaned up with quick and efficiency. GG gets called. Game goes to VerteX. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys next time.